when I was in college, I went to college in San Antonio. My buddy and I, it was an hour before the zoo closed. It was always free, and so hot in the summer, nobody was ever there. So we would get drunk and just go to the zoo.
You said it so casually.
Yeah. So one day we're at the zoo, and his name's Jock, and he's from West Texas. He's a tiny little dude, like 5'4". Max. And he probably has to stand on phone books to do surgery.
You've probably seen him in your workshop, actually.
We represent the
You had a Christmas joke before I came up here. I was like, fuck, what can I do?
So we stop at the rhino pen, and he looks at me and he goes, you know what's crazy? Because I said to him, I go, well, this thing is just, they're massive animals, right? He goes, yeah, it's so crazy that they're scared of people. And I was like, no. And he goes, no, they are. I go, dude, it's got a knife on its face.
I feel like a knife is an understatement. It's more like a sword.
Yeah,
like it is like.
That's not how they build them if they're passive, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, dude, scared of humans. He goes, I could jump in there and scare it right now. I go, $20 says. You don't jump in that pen. I said, I'll throw in another 20 if you can touch it on the ass. Now this is the 90s. $40 is 40 beers. We're college students. That's the math we're doing. I could see him like 40 beers, deal, you know? You've been to a zoo. It's not like not like there's stairs on the way down. You gotta jump in. It's a cement wall. So he hangs off the side and drops in because he's a tiny little dude, you know? And he's just walking towards this rhino. Now, it's a rectangular pen. And the rhino is at the end of the pen behind a little wooden fence that has an opening at the end. And he's walking towards the rhino. And so say the rhino's back here. Every now and then he'd turn around to me and go, and I honestly had a moment where I was like, do I not know what rhinos do? Am I off on the rhino, you know? And he got a little further than halfway, for sure. When the rhino let out a noise, I never heard a noise like that before. And my buddy turned to me, and when I saw his face, my first thought was, that's what real fear looks like. Yeah. Holy shit. I've seen people scared, but that was fucking fear. And he just started running. Because the rhino turned and hit the hole. And I don't know if you know this, but rhinos are faster than you would think.
Dude.
Those little legs started going.
They run like 40 miles. You talking about him or Jock?
Jock's little legs were going.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude, they run like 40 miles an hour on land.
Dude, he's running, the rhino's running, and I was watching, and I was just thinking to myself, this is gonna be close. I really can't call this one right now. But I knew how he got down, so I knew he was gonna have to run and jump and put a foot up, and then try to reach the top. So I reached my hands down. And, because I know if I can lift him a little, the rhino obviously isn't jumping. And so he runs, he jumps, he grabs my arms, and I just pull back. Yo, dude, rhinos do not stop on a dime. Ran into the wall. That's how close he was.
Damn.
And Jock was laying on the ground, and he was just like gasped, quiet. And I was laughing. Yeah. I was telling him, I was like, I didn't know I was going to tell your family, you know? He needed $20. I don't know what to tell you. On the way out of the zoo, we hadn't said a word to each other. And he looks at me and he goes, hippo, not rhino, hippo. And I said,
actually-
no, dude, wrong.
No,
wrong
no,
again.
very.
Yeah, wrong again.
Couldn't have picked a worse animal, actually.
Cow. Stick with cow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.